boys and girls, welcome back to DuckFlix. This is Miss Turner, and today I will be showing you a strategy that uses diagrams to solve division problems. So let's take a look at your lesson scale before we get started. As we know, our goal is to be at a 3, which states I can solve division problems using the diagram strategy. Go ahead and pause the video to log your target in your square sheet and where you think you are right now. All right, let's jump right in. So Alex and his family chartered a fishing boat for the day. Alex caught a blue marlin and an amberjack. The weight of the blue marlin was 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. The combined weight of both fish was 273 pounds. How much did each fish weigh? So first we know we have to do cubes. So let's make our little checklist. So C, let's go ahead and circle any important numbers that we find. So the first number we see is the number 12, which is the weight of, we know the weight of the blue marlin is 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. We also have the number 273 pounds, which is the combined weight of both fish. So now we've gone ahead and done C. For you, we need to underline the question. So what is this problem asking us? Let's go ahead and underline how much did each fish weigh? So let's check off the U. Let's go ahead and box important words or terms in this. So we know the weight of the blue marlin was 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. And then the combined weight of both fish was 273 pounds. So now we've boxed our important words. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you what this strategy is all about. So with this strategy, we're going to learn how to create diagrams to help us solve division word problems. So we'll start evaluating and solving for this problem. So we don't know the weight of each fish right now, but we do know that the blue marlin is 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack. So let's go ahead. We're going to do A for amberjack, and I'll just put a B for blue marlin. So this one box is going to represent the weight of the amberjack. Because the blue marlin is 12 times as great as the weight of the amberjack, we're going to go ahead and draw 12 times as many boxes as the amberjack. So we'll draw 12 boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 boxes. If we look back at the problem, we already know that the combined weight of both fish is 273 pounds. So we're going to use the number 273, and we can divide the total weight of the fish, 273 pounds, by the number of boxes we have, which is 13. When we add up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 boxes. So our problem should be set up like this: 273 divided by 13. So now let's solve 273 divided by 13. So 13 cannot go into 2, as we know, so we need to scoot over a place. So 13 can go into 27. Let's think about that. Goes in 2 times, because 2 times 13 is 26. Then let's subtract, and that becomes 1. Remember to pull down the 3, and 13 goes into 13 one time. So let's circle that 21. So now we're going to take that 21, and that's our quotient, and we're going to write it in each box. So that's 21. All right, so we have 21 in each box. And so now we know the weight of the amberjack fish is 21 pounds. So now this helps us find the weight of our blue marlin, because we know if we go back and read the question, the blue marlin is 12 times as great the weight of the amberjack. So now we're multiplying. So we're going to set up 21 times 21 times 12. And let's go ahead and solve. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we're going to put our place holder of 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Let's go ahead and add those. I'm going to write it up here so it's a little easier to see. 42 plus 210. You're going to add these, so 2 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. And then you just have your 2. So go ahead and circle that. So now it's asking how much did each fish weigh? So we have that the amberjack, so A, equaled 21, and it's not just 21, it's 21 pounds. And then our blue marlin equals 252 pounds. Okay, now let's move on to our we do problem. Let's read it together. Mackenzie, Max, and Kirsten went fishing. Mackenzie caught a red snapper. Max caught a tuna with a weight 3 times as great as the weight of the red snapper. Kirsten caught a sailfish with a weight 12 times as great as the weight of the red snapper. If the combined weight of the 3 fish was 208 pounds, how much did the tuna weigh? So let's go ahead and circle important numbers in this. So we have that Max caught a tuna with a weight 3 times as great as the weight of the red snapper. Kirsten caught fish 12 times as great. The combined weight of the 3 fish is 208 pounds. So now we've done our C. Let's underline the question, which is how much did the tuna weigh? Then it's box important terms, which would be times as great, times as great. Then let's not forget this word combined. All right, so we just did our B. So let's go ahead and start evaluating. So let's start with our labels for our different fish. So we have Mackenzie caught a red snapper, so I'm going to go ahead and put an R for that one, for red. Then Max caught a tuna, so it'll be T. And Kirsten caught a sailfish, so it'll be X. So everything is kind of basing off Mackenzie's red snapper. So let's put 1 box for her red snapper. Then for Max with his tuna, we know that the tuna has a weight 3 times as great as the weight of the red snapper. So we're going to go ahead and put 3 boxes to represent 3 times the weight of the red snapper. Then Kirsten caught a sailfish with a weight 12 times as great as a red snapper. So we're going to put 12 boxes again. All right, so from here, we also know a little more information. All of these combined is 208 pounds. Right, so now we're going to use 208 and divide it by the number of boxes that we have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's go ahead and solve 208 divided by 16. So we know that 16 can't go into 2, so we have to move over a place value. 16 can go into 20 1 time. 16 times 1 is 16. Let's go ahead and subtract. Bring down the 8. That brings us to 48. And 16 can go into 48 3 times. And that comes out equally to 48. So this 13 is what we're going to place in each box. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's look back to what the original question was. How much did the tuna weigh? So let's look at the tuna. It has 3 boxes with 13s in them. So we need to multiply 13 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. And is it just 39? That's the answer? No. It's 39 pounds. Now it's time for you to practice what you've just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try your best on this You Do problem in your square sheet. And remember, if you have any questions about this lesson, go ahead and write them in your Ask Questions box. Welcome back. So let's go through this problem and see if your answer was correct. So Khalees has 4 times as many songs on her music player as Shamar. Sydney has 6 times as many songs on her music player as Shamar. All together, they have 682 songs on their music players. How many songs does Khalees have? So let's go ahead and set up all of our boxes and labels. So first thing we see is that Khalees, so I'll put a K, has 4 times as many songs on her music player as Shamar. So Shamar, who's going to be an S, is our base here. So he's going to be the single box. We already know Khalees has 4 times as many, so we're going to put 4 boxes. And then Sydney has 6 times. I'll put SY for Sydney. Sydney has 6 times as many boxes, or as many songs. So let's put 6. All right, and we also know altogether they have 682 songs. So 682 is going to be divided by the number of boxes we have, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now let's go ahead and solve. So 11 cannot go into 6, so we have to move over a place value. So now 11 can go into 68 6 times, and 11 times 6 gives us 66. We can subtract that. That gives us 2. Bring down this 2. 11 times 2 gives us 22. Subtract that. That gives us an even number of 62. So the question's asking, how many songs does Khalees have? So let's go ahead and put the number 62 in each of just Khalees's boxes. So now we can see we need to solve 62 4 times. So let's go ahead and multiply 62 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8, and 6 times 4 is 24. And is it just 248? No, you have to remember, always put the unit that you're working with, and this one is songs. Based on how you feel after this lesson and what you did in your square sheet, go ahead and log what number you think you're at in your square sheet now, and we'll see you tomorrow in class. Bye, boys and girls.